Hello and welcome to Russ Plays Games. I'm Russ, and today we're continuing to Let's Play Chrono Trigger. And when we last left off, we had just talked to this old man here, and I kind of dropped a little hint about who he is. But we'll find out about him much later on in the game. For right now, he's just this old man that lives in this place called the End of Time. This part down here will become important later in the game. We won't have access to it right now. And back here in this door is Specchio, the Master of War, and as you can see, any party members that you pick up will be here, and now we'll come up here. So, looking at these different pillars of light, so like this one here is Protodome, okay? If we go here, this is Medina Village, 1000 AD. We're not going to go there just yet. Okay, this is Mystic Mountain, 65 million BC. We're not going to go there just yet. Okay, we're actually going to go here. Go to Medina Village, 1000 AD. Yes. So this is actually how you time travel in this game. Go through those little time warps. Hey, did you people just come out of the closet? Get out of here! Who do you think you are, going out of our closet at all hours? Scram! Alright, fine, we'll get out. Wait a sec. Medina Village was founded by the ancestors of the Mystics, who lost a war to human beings. Most Mystics hold a grudge against humans. Be careful. There's an odd man who lives near the cave in the mountains to the west. You might enjoy a chat with him. Thanks. Why are you being so nice? Mystics aren't supposed to get along with humans. Humans fought the Mystics over 400 years ago. My motto is forgive and forget. Not many seem to agree with me. Okay, so come up here to the Elder's house. There is speed tab right here on the counter. Ozzy the 8th uses his ancestors' fame to boss us around. This work is brutal. I'm Ozzy the 8th, Medina's village leader. My ancestors served the Great Magus. Oh, Great Magus, why didn't you simply exterminate the human race 400 years ago? Okay, I might get a comeuppance later. A beast lives in the cave on the mountain to the west. Only magic attacks can harm it. Those who do not possess magic will find it difficult to sneak by. But I better get back to work and tidy up before Ozzy the 8th finds me. And we got our first magic tab of the game. So that just raises your magic amount by 1. Very useful. Alright. Medina Inn. So now what's funny is you can talk to these guys. They're like, you're spoiling my meal, scram. Ha. I hope humans get what they deserve from Hecron. Ha ha ha. So remember that guy said that there was a beast in the cave that was only harmed by magic attacks? We'll figure that out. No room here for humans. Scat. So you can give them walk away or you can plead with them. Pipe down. Okay, get up. And these guys should be fairly easy. Shriek, help! 200 gil per night, would you like to rest? No. If we come down here to the market, this guy is like, no human's gonna talk to me. Nothing here to sell humans. Get out of here. We can give up, or we can plead. You know it all, humans. Teach them a lesson, boss. That guy's definitely out of the fight. They got the boss. Peace! Alright, I'll sell something to you. Now this is the funniest part in the game. Every single thing is like jacked up. So the Iron Blade is 39,200 gold. The Steel Saber is 65,000 gold. The Demon Edge is 65,000 gold. The Lumen Robe is 65,000 gold. But you can see how much it raises. Like, this is stuff that you don't get for a while now. Okay, I mean, it ups my defense by 90. The Flash Mail, it ups my defense by 25. The Glow Helm ups my offense, or my, you know, by, let me see, 11 and, yeah, 11, respectively. A single tonic is 1,120 gold. A mid tonic is 11,200 gold. A full tonic, which restores 500 HP, which we don't even have yet, is 65,000 gold. We will have an event that will actually lower the prices in this shop a lot later in the game, so it will actually become one of the cheapest shops in the game later. So we'll probably come here and stock up on a lot of this stuff towards the end of the game, but we don't have to worry about that right now. Ah, you think I'm gonna cut my prices for a human? I just like doing that. Chrono, what's that weird chanting? This is going to kind of further the story a little bit. Hot Sir Magus. Hot Sir Magus. I think they all say the same thing. Yep, they do. Okay. So, let's talk to this guy. 400 years have passed since Magus commanded the Mystics and waged war against the humans. When Lavos is awakened, all humans are doomed. As soon as Magus' creation, the mighty Lavos awakens from his long sleep, the human race is doomed. Long ago, the almighty Magus brought forth the all-powerful Lavos. Okay, so now it just repeats. So, now we know that there's this guy named Magus, this wizard. When we went to the past, back in the second episode, okay, I think it was the second episode, second or third episode, we went back to the past, okay, 680, we learned about the kingdom of Guardia was at war with a guy named Magus. Magus commanded these people, the Mystics. So now we've found out that this thing that comes forward in the future, 999 years from now, okay, called Lavos, that awakens and destroys the world, which are what these guys are worshipping the statue of Magus to happen, is actually going to create a bleak future 1300 years later, which is where we went in 2300 AD. So now, the mission is to go and destroy Magus, because he created Lavos, right? According to what the Mystics are telling us. And here, we have these little ruins in the forest. We can't do anything with this yet, but we can get a mid-ether. We can't do anything here just yet. We actually have to wait until an event later in the game, okay? And it has to do with that pendant that Marl had around her neck. And we'll get into that later. Alright, so now we've explored Medina Village. Remember that guy at the fairgrounds that wanted to buy Marl's pendant? Here he is. Oh, hello. Could I interest you in a weapon? Actually, let me... I'm going to sell the iron suit, tin arm, a bolt sword, an iron bow, bronze mail, bronze helm, and a load sword. Sell both of those, and the auto gun. Okay. So as you can see here, he has a Titan vest, which we're going to buy a couple of these. We already have a hammer arm, we already have the plasma gun, we already have the robin bow, but the one thing we don't have yet is the red katana. What this does for Chrono is it gives him +2 to his magic, so it makes his magic attacks more powerful. Like I said, there's a reason why I brought the people along that I brought along. So we still have the robin bow, which we're going to equip on tomorrow here in a minute. I forgot to do that. But I'm also going to buy 2 more Titan vests. Okay, and then I'm going to grab more heals, just for the heck of it. Okay. I'm going to load up on some tonics. I think I'm going to grab 20 more mid-tonics. I'm going to need them in this next part. I'm going to buy 4 shelters. That's good enough. Alright. Weapons. If there weren't evil in this world, there would be no need for weapons. What a sad state of affairs. And we can walk down here real quick. This is his workshop. It's where he makes all of his stuff. Robin bow, Titan vest, and Titan vest. So we'll sell those and then we'll head out. Just wanted to show you. Oh, hello. Could I interest you in a weapon? Alright. Just gonna do this. Perfect. Alrighty. Yeah, we know. Should you desire to return to Truce Village, use the shortcut through the cave in the mountains to the north. Thank you, old man. Alright, so what we're going to do is, I'm going to save. Chapter name is called The Village of Magic. Hekron Cave. Death to the Mystic's enemies. Now, these guys will still go down easily with regular sword attacks. But they go down easier with magic. And the reason is this guy, this cave, this Hekron Cave, is protected by a field where magic damage deals more to a person and physical damage deals less. So while these guys still do physical damage to me, it doesn't do as much as it normally would. And I don't do as much with them. Okay? So, now I'm sorry for the, this is supposed to be a water sound in this cave. So I'm sorry if it sounds like a broken record or like a broken needle scratching on a record. That is Antipode. So Antipode is a dual ice and lightning technique. Okay. And it does a lot of damage, as you can see. It hits hard. But as you can see, magic damage is upped in this cave. Okay. Good enough for now. So yeah, is this supposed to be a water sound? So I'm sorry if it sounds like a really scratchy record. Now, because this is still a magic attack, it'll still do a lot of damage. Well, not as much as it would be if it was just a straight up magic attack. So, but it still did a lot more than it would if I just attacked the guy normally. So, which is why you want to buy the sword that I have equipped, the red katana that I have equipped on Chrono, because Chrono needs to have that sword to make it more effective. Okay, so what we're going to do is, now, you can actually skip the rest of this cave and go straight up this way and go out, but if you come down here, you can actually get some other, you can actually get an item. So these are new enemies. They're called roly-polies. Those other new enemies were called temporites. They're just like a little burrower creature. So we had rollies, we had pulleys. Rollies were green, the pulleys were gold, and we have roly-polies, which are pink. Stupid bat. Stop sucking on my head. I love that attack. Okay, so the magic scarf is a new thing. And it ups a person's magic by 2. Okay, so like we have the bandana, which ups by 1. We have the defender, which ups a vigor, which gives you better defense and stamina. We have the side scope, which shows the enemy's HP. We have the rage band, which gives a 50% counterattack rate. So if I wanted to give, like say, Marl a better magic, I could just give her the magic scarf. So that's it. So, come on. Okay, so, lightning, fire. When you come through this cave in successive playthroughs, because you get better magic attacks and better techniques, it's actually a lot easier to play through this cave than it is on the first try like this. But I kind of wanted to show people how you play this game, because I love this game. It is so much fun. The story is so good, because just when you think you've got it figured out, it changes just ever so. Let's go down. Alright, so we're going to fight some more roly-polies here. pause this very quickly and I'll be right back. And I'm back. Let's continue through this Hecaron cave. So we just took care of some roly-polies, and now we have 3 more bats to take care of. This should be easy to deal with. Unless that happens. Ugh. Really? Okay, good. So yeah, going through this cave for the first time, it's kind of annoying, especially when these bats can put you to sleep. You don't really have anything that can take care of status ailments at this point in the game. So, either you just deal with it. I hardly ever use a heal. I mean, I could if I wanted to, but honestly, what's the point? You still... Chrono's not dead, and he's just asleep. Wasn't like in the last episode where Chrono got killed in the boss battle. We're going to try to keep that from happening this time. Alright, and here's another one of those jars. Gin bottles. Spit out these little guys. Octoblush. Now that we're done with these guys, okay, so now that we actually have, let me go back over here to the text screen, now that we actually have our magic, that was what I was waiting for when I was talking about how they went like 2 techs and then they stopped, because we were waiting for this magic attack. Okay, so now there's this thing, spin cut, times 2 damage, or 2 times damage. We need 118 skill points to get there. Okay. Marl is learning Cure, she needs 108, and Luca is learning Napalm, she needs 118. Now after that is the second level of each of their spells. So Luca will be Fire 2, Marl will be Ice 2, and Chrono will be Lightning 2. Now to take on Magus, we need to be at those levels. So there's a point at which I will be grinding off camera, and when we get to that point, I'll show you what to do, or at least what I do to get the necessary tech points to be able to get those as quickly as possible. It's a long slog because it's like, oh. Alrighty. Okay, usually, whenever you play a JRPG, okay, whenever you come to a save point right next to a door like this, that means on the other side there's usually a boss. So, that means you want to save before you enter, because otherwise you could die. Now, death to the Mystic's enemies. This is Hecaron. Alright, so what we're going to do is, I'm going to use Antipode and Lightning. Antipode because it does a ton of damage to him. That is another water spell. It's just called Water. there's an attack that he does. Yeah, this one of them. Does a lot of water damaging spells. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use mid-tonic on myself, just to get me back up. Now when he says go ahead, try to attack, do not attack him. Okay, if you do, he will damage you. Brief counter attack break. Okay, so when he says go ahead, try to attack, he counter attacks with some pretty strong attacks, and it could kill you this early in the game. Down, mid-tonic. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give myself a tonic, just to get myself up over 200. We'll just sit here for a second until it takes a brief counterattack break. Okay. Sit here for a minute until he takes a brief counterattack break. Good. Excuse me. There we go. We got him. If only the great Magus who brought forth Olavos 400 years ago had destroyed the human race, the world would have belonged to us mystics. In the Middle Ages, Magus created Lavos, the destroyer of this planet's future. If we go to the Middle Ages and take out Magus, can we change history? We could use the gate at the fairgrounds. Jump in? Yes. Now, whenever you're in the area of 1000 AD and you're around Truce Village, come to Luca's house, because a lot of times Luca and Tabin only care about their silly toys. Here's what we earned today. You're so thoughtful. There's a reason why she's sitting in that chair. We won't get to that until a little bit later in this. Until we get a little bit later in this Let's Play, we will finally find out why she's sitting in that chair. So again, this is Luca's room. You can actually look down upon their living room. Oh, you're just in time. You got one Tabin vest. It's my finest work, the ultimate defense for my daughter. Hey, Luca. I'd like to see more of her. I've been making items she'd like. So whenever you're in the area, you stop by, he will give you some different things to he will give you some different items that will actually give Luca better. So like here, she gets speed +2 and fire guard up, which means that fire damage doesn't do as much. Fire doesn't damage her as much. So it's actually a good idea to have that. Okay. So, now that we've got that, I think we're going to call this an episode. So right here, as you know, we were supposed to use the gate at the fairgrounds. There's Lean Square. So next time on Chrono Trigger, we are going to head to the fairgrounds. We're going to head back to 600 AD and see if we can't take on Magus. And we might even meet an old friend. So until next time, this is Russ for Russ Plays Games, and I will talk to you later.